Happy Tuesday, gorgeous, powerful manifestors. How are you? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Sarah Morgan and I'm the creator and founder of Mastering the Art of Manifesting. And it is my insatiable passion to help hundreds of millions globally to master the art of manifesting, to leverage law of attraction to the maximum and to manifest the lives of their delicious, limitless dreams. And I just wanted to come on. This is a really quick live today because I've got a call with a gorgeous client at 10 a.m. So I've got about 6 minutes. But some of you may have already seen that I posted something onto my business page and into my Facebook group and on Instagram actually earlier about following the joy. And I just wanted to come on to do a very quick live about it because it's something you may want to play with the energy of today. So, as I said on the previous post, sorry, I'm just fiddling with my camera as well. I can't get it to be quite right. Hang on, I should have saw this first until I'm rushing a bit. So try and follow the joy today as much as you can, if you would like to. Because in the words of Abraham, joy is the job that we came here to do. And when I'm coaching clients, a lot of you would have heard this before actually. I think I've said it when I've done my kind of free boot camp weeks and stuff like that as well. If you were to sit down today and look at everything that you've got to do, how much of that brings you joy? And it's just a really good question to ask yourself because so often, this is especially applicable, I guess, if you're working from home and you're running your own business. If you are employed at the minute, then try and apply this outside of work. Perhaps it might be easier to start with. But have a look at what's going on in your day-to-day and actually ask yourself how much of that brings you joy and how much of it are you doing because you should, or because you need to, or because of a sense of obligation, and just check in with yourself. And I often get asked, because I free fall all the time, i.e. I just move with what feels good. I always have since day one of my business, and that is totally the reason, I guess, today it's still so successful and I can work super part-time. Hey Candice, darling. But when I look at I get often asked, how do I plan my day? Because when you're free falling, there's not really much planning. So when I look at my diary, I often have maybe 1, maybe 2 calls in. I tend to generally work between like 9:30 and 10 to about 2ish, maybe, sometimes 3, obviously lunch and stuff in between. Lots of sitting out in the garden in the sun between calls. So there's a lot of free falling around those calls. So if I look at my to-do list today, for example, there are a few things on there. None of them are like really urgent. One of them kind of needs to be done at some point this week, and it's a writing thing. So for those of you that saw my post on Sunday, I don't like writing, so I'm going to wait until I'm really in flow for that. One of them is a bit of research. So actually, it's not even business related. That's just like for a gift for someone. So literally, I'm just going to wait until the right time that Sarah and the universe, Sarah is my higher self, Sarah and the universe guide me to do that. There's another potential client I need to touch base with, but again, I'm just going to wait until I get the impulse to do it, because I guess what I want you to understand is anything that you're doing that doesn't feel kind of like an inspired nudge or doesn't feel really joyful to you isn't going to have the effect you want it to have. It's not going to have that ginormous universal energy behind it. So pretty much around my calls, actually I don't even really plan for my calls either. I literally just let the universe and Sarah flow through me. I've got a call in 3 minutes. I'm just gonna just let Sarah and the universe flow through me, because that's when I'm gonna deliver banging content for that person, which is exactly what they need. Whereas if I were to sit here and plan the call, it's gonna feel very kind of, I guess, like there's a real structure behind it, and it's not gonna have that free fall flow. And that free fall flow is where the superpower universal energy resides. So try and free fall as much as you can, and look at your day and just think, how much of this actually brings me joy? Because you want to be spending, especially if you're working from home and you have complete control over your schedule, you want to be spending 75% of your time in that joyful energy at least. And what happens is, and I've been through phases of this in my business when it's got really busy, you kind of slip out of that and you end up doing things that you feel you should or you need to, or admin type things. You know, I'm a huge fan of outsourcing, as a lot of you know, so I have an amazing right hand woman. I have lots of people that I outsource things to, because my job is to stay as high vibrational as possible, because that's when I manifest on steroids and become an amazing coach for my clients, and, you know, I'm able to serve you guys. So really just an invitation for you to follow your joy, and when you're in joy you will get impulses to do things, and that's when you do them, rather than thinking you need to sit down and get everything done on your to-do list, which is what we've all been taught. That's what I was taught for years in PR, you know, when I was at university and at college and stuff. Like, that's what we're always taught, but it's the harder way around of doing things. It's so much nicer when you can free fall and just flow and just be like, right, I'm gonna do this now, what feels good to me next, like what brings me joy next. And when you're in those moments of joy, then you will get clarity and maybe the impulses to do the things that are, then you're going to be able to do them, and they'll be really powerful and really fast and easy and flowy. So experiment with it today, see if you can follow your joy today, and start to feel how everything starts to work more in your favour and it starts to be easier. And then imagine doing that day after day after day and how powerful that becomes. So I hope that helped. I'm going to send you lots of love, so I've got to hop off onto a call now. I love you. Have an amazing Tuesday, and let me know how you go with following your joy today and free falling. Mwah. Love you. Bye.